Welcome back to my channel. This is our today's tutorial, which was a request from someone, and I'm going to be using these 4 colors with a 4mm hook. The yarn type is this Holly brand. It's a 50 grams and 100 meters in length, and recommends a 4mm hook. So I'm going to begin with red. Make a loop, you're going to enter your hook into the loop and chain 30. I'm done with my chain of 30. I'm going to add 2, and then this third loop will be skipped. So you're going to add the chain 1, wrap your yarn around the hook, skip 4 loops, 1 2 3 4, and come into the 5th with a double crochet. Then chain 1, skip 1 loop into the next with a double crochet, chain 1, skip the next loop with a double to the next with a double crochet. You're going to do this along the entire chain. I'm going to meet you at the end of the chain. I'm getting done with my row 1. Chain 1, skip 1 loop into the next with a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 loop into the last with a double crochet. So this is my first row. Then you are going to chain 3, that's your first double crochet, then chain 1, that's your skip 1 loop thing, and then going to on top of the double crochet with a double crochet, chain 1, skip and go on top of the double crochet with a double crochet. So you're going to keep working this, the chain 1 and a double crochet on top of a double crochet. I'm going to fast forward. I'll meet you after this. So I'm getting to the end of my second row. Chain 1, skip 1 loop, go on top of the second loop. You see, I chained 2 for a double crochet in the beginning on top of the second and work this double crochet. It's gorgeous. So chain 1 2 3, first double crochet, then chain 1 as a skip 1 loop, and then work the same thing. So I'm going to keep doing this until I have a total of 40 rows of double crochet. I'll meet you when I have my 40 rows of double crochets ready. I'm getting done with my 40th row. This is it. Chain 1 and cut off the yarn. If you can see, I already have a piece made off camera. Whatever color we are going to use to make this, I need you to make 2 of each. Trust me, they're same measurements, though they don't look like it. So you remember the colors I showed you. This is red. I have 2 pieces of red. I have 2 pieces of blue. And then I have 2 pieces of yellow. That is front and back, and I have 2 pieces of this pink. I am going to join my pieces together, but with a separation in between for my neck area, which I'll show you. So let's first join the 2 pieces together. Use whichever color, the pink, the white, it's okay. Make a loop. Come to your piece and make sure you've put it together, so because they have the same measurements, you should be able to enter the right, like each hook to the relative loop. So this is my first loop, pull through, going to the next, and the next at the back, make a slip stitch, going to the next and the one at the back. Sorry, I'm distracted. Make a slip stitch, sorry. So you can see I'm going loop to loop and making a slip stitch, like pulling through. That's a slip stitch completely. And the one in the back, I'm distracted from the camera, but you'll excuse me. So you're going to join them together like this, and also all the pieces, the back, the front and the back, but just join the two pieces together, because we have to create a separation in between, which I will show you. So I'm going to fasten my video off camera, and then I'll meet you when I have joined all my pieces. By the time I meet you, I'll be done with all, like I said. And this is how your inside looks like, the one that will be inside part of your piece, and this is the outside. So I'm going to work off camera. I'll meet you when I'm done with all my pieces. This is it. I wanted to show you how the first one looks like. This is the outside part of the piece, you can see, and you're going to do the rest to these ones as well, two like that. I'm going to join the blue with this yellow, and then I'll meet you when I'm done with all of them. So they are here. I've done the same to the back pieces as well. Sorry, my focus is bad. So I'm going to skip to create the neck area. I'm working on a large piece since I'm pregnant. I want it a bit wider for my bust to fit. So I've measured 16 loops for the neck, from top to the stitch marker, 16 loops, and you're going to do the same with these back parts. So I have joined mine off camera. I already showed you how to join them, the pieces. So I have joined them off camera, both the front and the back piece. Both of them I skipped 16 loops, but that's because I'm working on a size large. If you're small, I would recommend instead of 16 loops you do like 14 or 12, considering your size, but it's easy to adjust that. And this is it. You can see that's 16. I would recommend 12 for a size small, or 14. That's my recommendation, but it's easy to adjust, so I won't insist. And I've joined the arm parts, still 16, the same thing like the neck. So now I'm going to join the shoulders part, like I did this off camera, so I'm going to show you with this one. So I'm going to use red, make a loop, come into I'm going to work from the neck area going out, so enter into the first loops of each parts, the front and the back. How you can use a slip stitch or you can use a single crochet, but for the shoulders I've gone with a single crochet just to show you another way you can close off your piece. So chain 1 and then go into the chain space, do a single crochet, then double crochet, in the back double crochet, do a single crochet, chain space, single crochet, go into the double crochets with a single crochet. So this is how you're going to do it. You can also do it for the other version if you wanted to. So I'm going to first end my video. I don't want this video to be quite long. I'll meet you when I have it almost done. So this is it. I'm getting to the end. And last ones in the space, single crochet, and last loops, the front and the back, single crochet, chain 1 and cut off the yarn. So this is another way you can close off your piece if you don't want to use the single crochet. So we have our arm spaces, we have our neck spaces. It's a really simple beginner friendly crochet piece. So this is it. I did this off camera because I was a bit exhausted, but I have left a spot here to show you. Just wrap your yarn and cut them to make fringes. I don't want to show much because I've already showed you how to do fringes on my other videos, and I really appreciate the support you give my videos. Thank you so much. So enter in the loops, pull through, and enter in the loop, pull through the fringes and pass through like you're doing a single crochet and pull all of it out. So that's how I do the fringes. You're going to keep doing for the rest of the loops like I've done. I did each color, I did put for each color by the color, like pink, yellow. You can do the same, and this is actually how our piece looks like. That's the end of it. I'm going to fast forward and I'll meet you at the end. And our piece is ready. You can choose to wear it this free, or you can choose to put a waist belt. It doesn't have to be a crocheted waist belt. Thank you so much. Every good girl needs a little thug. Every black boy needs a little love.